This week, I give up the goods on how to pull off a straitjacket escape. This episode of Scam School is the bastard love child of Gamefly and Netflix. Welcome to the only show that can hold its breath for 3 minutes straight under hot lava. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the streets. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and this week we take you behind the scenes all the way back to South by Southwest Interactive in Austin, Texas, because you are about to learn how to do a straitjacket escape. Joining us once again is Mr. Dan Martin, illusionist, escape artist, and all-around badass. How you been?
Fantastic. Thanks for having me back.
People are still talking about learning how to bust open locks and open handcuffs. I mean, people love the episode.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming back.
Great to be back here.
We are also joined from the Revision 3 Studios, Brett Putman. How you doing, Brett?
How Jim?
Now, you do know what you signed up for here, right?
In a way, yeah.
Here's the question. One of the things that I get asked the most is how physically can you get out of a straitjacket? So we thought we'd give you guys, for the first time as far as I know, the complete insider's perspective from two people who do a professional straitjacket escape, and we can impart our wisdom onto you. Brett, are you down for it?
Yeah.
First things first, though, we got to get you all tied up. What do you got?
Let's do it. Well, we got a brand new canvas.
You went in sexy black. I love it.
Right?
All right, let me get you on over here, buddy.
Take that end right there. Very good. Your arm's going to go right in there. Almost like a backwards jacket that you're putting on.
There we go.
Perfect. The idea is to make it as tight as possible.
You're a skinny bastard, Brett.
You're not claustrophobic, are you?
No.
Good.
Good. You got it? All right.
Yep, good. Turn
Cross
around.
arms.
This is the arm strap there. We'll make that nice and tight. Now there's one last strap. Paper, rock, scissors. Brian's doing it. Okay.
Yeah, are you kidding? Right down there.
Okay.
Nice.
It's okay. You didn't want children.
All right, I tell you what. You're a very good sport. You hang out here. Do your best to try to get out. We're going to debunk some myths and legends about straitjackets. First, is there such thing as tricky magic shop, easy to escape from straitjackets?
Absolutely.
Yes, okay, and they come from where? I guess magic shops, right? I'm brilliant like that. So how do you tell the difference? What do you know? What's different about the tricky magic shop ones?
You know, a lot of them look just like the regular
The real
ones
thing.
that are out there, except, you know, they'll have like hidden pockets or trap doors or like
secret handles or Velcro straps. Yeah. So I think giving it a good once-over, hands-on, should actually help you figure that out. Second of all, is it true that straitjackets are designed to be completely escape-proof?
Nope.
No, they're not. Third myth, is it true that you need to dislocate your shoulder to do the straitjacket escape?
No.
It's killing you to say it, I know.
It is.
This is what the magicians love, because we all want to be Mel Gibson.
Right, lethal weapon.
Yeah.
Slam it up against the wall, screaming in pain.
And if there's one thing magicians are good at, it's taking credit for crap they didn't actually do.
Right.
Right. So you don't have to. The way I describe it is that you got to do two things. First of all, you got to be very flexible. That is true. And second of all, you can't be claustrophobic.
Not at all.
It will freak you out. You had a third element that you mentioned.
Yeah, the third element is you just have to have the guts to actually do it, because being confined, regardless if you're not claustrophobic or you have one, it takes guts to actually try it and pull it off.
Right. Yeah, it's familiarity. You got to be familiar with, just like you have to make that leap of faith to do the jack-o'-lantern or the human chimney, you have to get familiar with the actual present. You're being very patient, Brett. Are you ready to find out how to get out?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to let you off the hook. First, we have to thank our sponsors for Scam School. All right, let's talk about Gamefly. You like games, I like games, and Gamefly is the largest online video game rental service that offers you a choice from over 6,000 new and classic titles from all consoles and handhelds. They got plans starting at $15.95 a month, and members can rent 1 to 4 games at a time and keep them as long as you like, with no late fees, no due dates, and shipping is always free. Once you're done playing a game, just send it back and Gamefly will send you the next one. And if you really like the game you're playing, just click on Keep It on the Gamefly website and the game is yours at a discounted price. Gamefly will even mail you the case and manuals free of charge. The best part is Scam School fans get a free 2-week trial when you go to gamefly.com/scamschool. That's gamefly.com/scamschool. It's completely free. It's as good as winning a free drink. Get on over there. So it is true, there are a bunch of different ways to escape for straitjackets, right? There's
Right.
different order of operations, but specifically, I always try to describe for people what the moves are I'm doing, but the problem is you can't see because some of it happens inside the jacket.
Right.
But you have a rather inventive solution that you propose.
I do. You know, at first there was teaching the handcuffs, and we had the clear cutaway cuffs.
Yes.
I thought if we're teaching straitjackets, we have
This
the
is
clear,
brilliant. I can't.
the clear cutaway straitjacket,
The
right?
straight
Look at
raincoats.
that. Now this is good for lots of reasons. So we're gonna turn you around. We're gonna turn you around.
Yeah, this is the exact same.
Exact same thing. Instead of the leather straps, you just have industrial, like mountain climbing buckles here.
This is so great because literally I was trying to describe to people what I'm doing, but you know, there's no way you can't see.
And we're gonna turn that last one.
Exactly the same.
We're gonna turn you around that way. Good.
You, Brent. We're about to get all right. We're about to get real comfy. All right. There we go.
Okay, we're gonna go around here. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna turn you around this way. All right. People can see this back. And we're gonna take this, snap that right there, and there's one last strap.
The best.
We're gonna just swing it.
Endless comedy. Endless humor with the crotch strap.
Okay.
Always the best part.
Okay, there we go.
A couple different ways to do it. Now, the first thing, and both you and I have this in common, the very
Right.
first move that we want to do is...
The best thing to do is you want to maneuver your arm over your shoulder,
Right.
to give you that extra, what's the term? Slack.
Yes. Yes.
Slack to get it over your head. Once you get it over your head, that is the biggest thing. But you gotta get it over your elbow, over your shoulder.
What you want to do is let your air out and weirdly hug yourself even tighter, right?
Absolutely.
And when you do that, you let it all out and you actually hug it and it feels tighter.
But that gives you the slack that you need to work your arms up over your shoulder.
That's right, so you get just enough slack to pull it
So
up.
we're going to hug yourself a little bit, okay? And Brian's moving his arm up. Your arm up over your shoulder.
Right, there. See your mirror?
Yeah, right here. Right there.
There you go.
Now slide it up over your shoulder. Boom.
There you go.
And hang out right there. Perfect.
Right.
You can see here, you now have a lot of slack to now maneuver when you hug yourself even more.
Right. Well, and in this case,
This is a love yourself exercise.
Yeah, it is. It feels good. Feels really good.
this is the part that's also counterintuitive because what happens is now your focus, my focus shifts. I'm no longer focused up here.
Right.
And instead, I'm working down here where you notice I've got a little bit of elbow to come through. So you squeeze through and you get down. And again, you got to keep hugging until.
Here, we'll get your hand out there.
Thanks, buddy.
There you go. There you go. Now here's the thing. Sometimes you'll get snagged on there, and if you do, you got to again. This is a flexibility moment. You got to come down and around.
There you go.
And now, there we go. Now you're to the part where you don't want to freak out. You
You're
know,
on
it's like,
third base. You're on third base.
now
You're
you're just
almost
in a
home
weird
free.
shirt. You said, do you just call this third base? Have you ever even been on a date? All right,
second base.
Right.
There's two different ways. Brian and I do it a little bit differently once we get to this point. But the point we have in common is over your shoulders, over your head, bam, get to that point. Two options at this point. The one that Brian favors is taking your elbow
I hooked this on here.
to his knee.
Oh man. Oh, it's sticky. You gotta go up.
You're going to pop your elbow
There we go.
out of the jacket and slide your hand in
If you're Brian, then you take a moment for the comedy hilariousness.
to scratch your nose. But that gives you the slack. Are you okay? Okay, that's okay. So now,
And you
this
may
way-
have the wrong body shape for this because everyone's.
and that's why there's a couple different methods. Option one is to do that and start working
Then I'm able to actually reach down.
and start trying to get the shackles and the buckles and start working on that. And as you can see, Brian's popping that and he's doing good. And you can work your way up with that. Now for you, you probably use the method I use. I can't slip my arm out like Brian can because I'm not like Aquaman or Amphibian Man. So what you want to do now is you want to reach behind you. If you have your pants dropped, I'm going to turn you around here. You're going to grab your hands in the feel through. You're going to grab the slack part, the part that's hanging down, right?
Oh, I got
You got that?
slack,
You're going to want to work this part out here. So grab that, work it through the first buckle, pull it out so you get all that slack. Now pull it down and bend forward as you let go. And what that does, it ejects this part open and lets that strap go free. Now bend over and pull it off. There you go. Work it off. Work it off like a bad sweater. There you go. Look at that. There you go. Just do it. Give me a go.
All right, let's talk about your Netflix homework. Since we already mentioned it, I want you to actually check out Lethal Weapon 2, one of the best of the series, starring Danny Glover and Mel Gibson. It is also the movie that I believe is single-handedly responsible for the most people believing that you need to dislocate your shoulder in order to escape from a straitjacket. In fact, let's run with the theme of misinformation in movies by checking out the Tony Curtis flick from 1953, Houdini, where they actually changed the ending of Houdini's life and had him die on stage. It's kind of ballsy. Both of these movies are available right now at Netflix.com. If you don't have a Netflix account, head on over to www.netflix.com/scamschool and sign up for your free, no-risk, 2-week free trial. Just make sure to put the wwws at the beginning and the Scam School at the end to make sure we get credit.
All right, so what are the takeaways with the straitjacket escape?
Well, the first thing is you just got to have the chutzpah, the guts to actually go out there, get one, and try to do it.
Right.
That's the biggest thing. You know, when you and I do it in our show, is we did it kind of lackadaisical here on Brad.
We were a little loosey-goosey on the straitjacket.
Yeah, because we wanted to illustrate actually how to do it.
Right.
You know, the methodology and the steps needed to get out of it. But when we do it on stage, I mean, people are using their knees to shackle us. I mean, they're doing it like ridiculously tight.
Literally, we want every stitch to be busting because it's so tight and so difficult, because that was something Houdini was big on. If it's true on stage, if you're really experiencing the difficulty, then it translates to the audience.
Right, so it is a lot more difficult when we do it, but that's where the experience comes in, because we've both done it hundreds and hundreds or thousands of times.
Right.
So, yeah.
Second of all, people are probably wondering, well, where can I get a straitjacket to start practicing?
Yeah, well, online is the best source, you know, and it's not cheap like thumb cuffs or the hand cuffs. It's going to cost some money.
A couple $100 in most cases.
Yeah, $100, but it's a fun thing to bust out at a party, and my best recommendation is to find a couple friends that are around your size.
Yep.
And go in on one together.
Yeah, it would be a lot of fun.
$40. It's a fun time to go out and do.
A couple of quick notes, though. Since 1995, and I was surprised you didn't know this, the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, has started regulating the sale of legitimate straitjackets, so you can't buy them direct from manufacturers. You have to have a doctor's note, or you have to be a medical reseller in order to get a hold of them.
Right.
I actually found a medical reseller that didn't mind selling to me. I don't know that they really knew the law. But but as you mentioned, you can find real ones on eBay, or you had an innovative solution. How did you handle it?
Yeah, you know, there was a company out there, I can't remember their name, but they custom make straitjackets. So you can put custom made straitjacket right in eBay and see what comes up, and there you go, you're gonna find it right there.
Awesome. Well, this is cool because everyone out there now has an inside intellectual perspective as to what makes it possible, sort of debunk some of the myths about straitjacket, but hopefully people realize that it's still really freaking hard.
It is, it's the real deal, and that's why we both have it in our show, and it's a great time.
Right on. Appreciate it, Dan.
Thanks,
Good
Brian.
seeing you again, man.
You too, man. Thanks.
As always, huge thanks to Mr. Dan Martin for helping us out with this episode. Head on over to his website at martinmagic.com, where I'm sure he's up for some award at this very minute. By the way, if you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@revision3.com. If you want to join us at the boards, we're at scamschool.tv, where coincidentally you can see all of our episodes right back to episode 1. If you're doing the Twitter thing, follow the show at twitter.com/scamschool, or follow my goofy adventures at twitter.com/schwood. Next week, we're going to be learning a secret of the pros, how a thimble in your shoe can improve your dart game. But first, I've got a cricket game to get to. Who plays cricket now?